I'm gonna need some loving words on this one today. Please, once you watch the video, I put it in the comments. I think I need some help to feel better. Seriously though, this might be a conversation that we need to bring in some legal experts. Like, can we send this to Legal Eagle or some other YouTubing professional? Because I've got something to show you today that maybe you've noticed, maybe you've seen, and if you haven't, please share your feedback. I want to know if there's actually a case here or what's going on. Because several years ago, I created a logo for Spiritverse. Now, the idea with Spiritverse, for those who have been following Spirit Science for a long time, the idea was actually I originally wanted to rebrand Spirit Science to encompass more kinds of content. And in the end, I actually couldn't rebrand Spirit Science. I tried to change the Facebook page and the YouTube channel, and I had some issues with that. And so I was like, you know what? Okay, we'll keep Spirit Science. But the idea is that Spirit Science, as well as our Spirit Mysteries School and our Spiritverse Academy, are all underneath the umbrella of the Spiritverse. And then so Elixir even takes place within the Spiritverse. So it's sort of this cool crossover and everything like that. So back in 2022, I went into prayer and meditation about this. And I just went to Spirit and I said, God, just give me a logo. What should this thing look like? And instantly, it was like the divine mind just had this waiting for me. I got this image here, and I'm gonna pull it up here. This was the image. This is of course the black and white version. I also have these like cool, you know, on space versions sort of thing like this, or maybe a large one. This image represents something very specific. The first is that it's actually a cross section of the Egg of Life sacred geometry pattern. So you can kind of see the outline, the cutout negative space of those circles. And then there's supposed to actually be two more. If it was 3D, there'd be two more behind it. And then that actually makes a star tetrahedron, like a Merkaba image, with the 8 points linking all together. And then it also represents the star Sirius. Now, for those who don't know, or if you haven't watched a lot of Spirit Science videos, we make special significance about the star Sirius. We talk about it in our episode 5, that our planet and our star has sort of a special connection there, and that supposedly there are Sirians up there, Sirians, not Syrians, who are like our galactic cosmic brother and sister star family who are trying to help us get back to a higher level of consciousness and out of the muck, you know? So this felt very significant when I received this sacred geometry pattern with the star Sirius, and then that's why there's this little tiny, you know, secondary mini star there, is because that represents Sirius B. Sirius A has a little dwarf mini star orbiting it called Sirius B. You can see when I made this, right? It says down here, created Monday, November 21st, 2022 at 10:31 a.m. And it even goes back further. The black and white one was November 16th, 2022. Now, in case that's not good enough, we can also hop over here to the Wayback Machine. Now, I no longer use spiritverse.app. It was on an old platform that we're not using anymore. But using the Wayback Machine, we can go and look at March 17th, 2023. I think this was the first time that it was published. And we click on this, and it loads up this page, which March 17th, 2023, Spiritverse. We're all in this together. And there's the logo. Okay. So here's my question. What the hell is this? Excuse me, Gemini. Zoom in a million times. Where did it go? Look at it. They even put it right next to the little circle as if mocking me. I mean, if this doesn't seem like plagiarism or just a blatant ripoff, I don't know what is. Now, of course, some people might be saying, well, maybe you stole it from Gemini. And well, let's just find out, for instance. Let's go to Chadley, our ChatGPT friend, for just a moment and ask, when did Google Gemini get launched? Google Gemini model was announced December 6th, 2023. I think I have like a 9-month head start on this one. And then later, the chatbot and everything came out 2024 in February. So that seems like I've been had. Also, maybe it's an indication that I've got really good ideas and Google can't help but want to copy me. So, okay, here's that. You know, the thing is I don't have like a proper official trademark on the logo or a copyright thing for the logo of Spiritverse. I've never been like that kind of guy and super into the legal world and getting all those things. However, I do know and acknowledge that there is also this Creative Commons thing that exists on the internet that everyone is protected by. You know, if you go on YouTube and you're uploading a video, it gives you these questions of like creative rights management and how do you want to license it and how do you create this, you know? Click on, here's our Elixir teaser trailer. We go to rights management. You know, you can monetize in all countries and you can set what kind of information it is and how your content ID matching and everything like that. That seems a little bit like maybe I have some legal grounds here, but I don't know. And this is why I want to send it to some legal counsel. Now, if that wasn't good enough, there's more, because then we open up the Zoom app and what the heck is this? Are they just using Google Gemini and they just flipped it upside down? Because that is my logo and they've just moved the star. Look, I'm pretending to be a little bit extra exasperated for this one because I've seen this a year ago and I went, there's something there. But also, maybe I should be a little exasperated because this is a little bit strange. Is this logo just gonna become the permanent fixture for AI models everywhere? And then what about the Spiritverse? So anyways, this is my video for today. It's a little bit shorter, but I think that it packs a punch. Please share this video with your friends and your legal counsel, and let's find out, like, listen, I've never been like a lawsuit kind of guy, but this seems like one of those moments where it's like, fine, Google, you can use that logo, but like, I think you should pay me like a lot of money for very clearly ripping me off. So, that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one.